There's a lot of talk on the internet chat rooms. Some of it's a lot of hot air, but some of it's not. Sometimes people meet and things work out. Such was the case with Bill Baxter and Joe Bird. After meeting on the internet, they met in person and formed a successful motorcycle racing team. They've got a few records under their belt, but they want more. We caught up with them in Noble, Oklahoma, and I call this segment Chance.
Joe Bird and I met on the internet. Dragbike.com had a chat room, and he kept saying, I can ride your bike, I can ride your bike.
And I always told him that I could ride it.
And I was like, I don't think so. He showed up here at one of the races.
And met him in person.
He certainly looked like a jockey. Swing a leg over it and give it a shot. The record that we're here to break today is Dave Schultz's old record. That record's only been broken by one team in the last 20 years.
Set by our team in October of 2004.
It took us almost 20 years to do it, and since that time we've only been under it one time on an unofficial record. It was not backed up. Hop up, Joe. Let's check the battery. The engine, the heart of this bike, there's literally nothing left from the factory inside this motor. Wheel bearings, transmission bearings, crankshaft bearings are all silicon nitride, so they present no rolling resistance in a wheel. All of the axles, fasteners, all of the brake hangers are all titanium billet or aluminum billet. It's state-of-the-art and vintage at the same time.
I think every guy that has a street bike wants to see how fast it'll go, and it becomes an addiction after that.
Where the battery could have been left on, gone dead. Let's push it back, grab another battery. This bike was made specifically for Joe Bird, our rider. We had him measured. The chassis was made specifically for him. He fits on it, well, like it was made for him. That's a first for that bike. Run back over, make sure we've got everything lined up correctly.
At work in 2001, I got it caught in a table saw. Actually, these two fingers were off, and the thumb. They got these on. They had the thumb on, but it just didn't take. Usually on a motorcycle with an air shifter, it's on the left handlebar. We've put it on the right, so I shift with my right thumb now.
Well, obviously there's an electrical gremlin in there somewhere. We pulled the dead man kill switch, which won't let us start the motor. It kills the motor in case it falls off on a pass. It could have been just a bad connection. Now it runs just fine, ready to go out again.
It's you and your bike against the clock. You really don't have to pay attention to what's happening in the other lane, but that's a distraction that a lot of guys worry about. You don't always want to do that. You never know what you're going to get when you're racing an H2. We've had weekends where the motor is done by the end of the day.
We've had weekends where the bike wouldn't get out of its own smoke. It's a good pass. I think one of my favorite quotes is Steve McQueen. He said that racing is life. Everything else in between is just waiting. We come to the track to race, and when we're here, even when we're struggling, and it's a really hard weekend, or when it's a weekend like this where it's just blistering hot, this is life. This is what we live for. And I mean, this is life for us. We're living, man.